Well, good evening, folks. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are going to start our program in about 5 minutes. There is plenty of food left, so if you would like additional food for anything, feel free to go back through the line again, and we will get started here in about 5 minutes.
Great job, young people. Can we give them another hand? They did a great job. That's our faith chorale from our high school music department. And a couple weeks ago, they were down south in Alabama ministering down there, and they continue to do a great job. So we're thankful to have them with us tonight. This is a challenging talk that I get to do every year because everybody's attention is divided. So you just go, keep bidding, and but out of your one ear, just kind of listen, but keep bidding away. You will not hurt my feelings. My name is Scott Grass, and I serve as our school's superintendent, and this is the 27th year that I've had the opportunity to serve here at Faith Christian School. And I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I know that there's a lot of other things that you could have chose to do, but I'm so glad that you are here with us tonight. Our theme for the evening is under construction. And so I just wanted to say that the past 12 months have been pretty amazing here at Faith Christian School. And even, can I say, a tad emotional. Sometimes when I read the accounts from the Old Testament, I find myself thinking, I wonder what it would have been like to have actually been there to see God move in miraculous ways. I also wonder how the characters in the various stories actually reacted in seeing God's awesome wonder on full display. Well, over the past 12 months, I truly believe that the Lord is fully at work through our school's current strategic plan. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing to see thousands of people, literally thousands of people, take part in the survey process and how the various leadership groups identified a very real need for increased capacity for Christian education here at Faith Christian School. And I feel like I've had a front row seat in seeing people at all different ages participate in helping to provide funds for the new school and athletic additions. Literally watching a 7-year-old drop off an envelope of money and pennies for the building expansion project and joyfully proclaim that this money was from their piggy bank, but they want their friends to be able to attend school with them in their future. What a sweet picture of being a joyful giver. Hearing of grandparents wanting to provide a future spot for their grandchildren represents a heritage of faithfulness that I want to partner with. And so, the Lord has moved in miraculous ways, and He allowed over $11.3 million to be raised in part for the new school addition. And we are literally bursting at the seams. And so the prospect of having 11 new classrooms and training spaces for various teams is really going to be a great blessing for Faith Christian School this coming year. Earlier this past June, we gathered together as a church and a school family, and we broke ground for the expansion project. The groundbreaking ceremony served as a physical reminder of the Lord's faithfulness over decades to Faith Christian School and Faith Church. Since the first day of school this year, Mrs. Watts has captured the building expansion activity outside of her classroom window, and we wanted to share this brief compilation with you. So if you could watch up here. Feels like you're on an elevator, right? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, literally back in 1997, our first year of the school, we had 46 students. We used 9 or 10 classrooms. Lord willing, for next school year, we may be very well pushing over 850 students and using over 50 classrooms. What a stewardship, huh? And what a God that we serve. What a God we serve. And can you just picture all of the conversations? Can you picture all the discussions? Can you picture all of the prayers and all the teaching that will happen in those classroom spaces? And as the Lord continues to raise up additional families, additional staff members, additional students, isn't it amazing to think that your gift, your support, your prayers, and your investment will continue to grow in the lives of our young people? So it's been a joy to partner with so many individuals who have invested in the building expansion project. And each of the blocks and each of the bricks cost something, don't they? And I'm so thankful to be in a position to partner with folks who enjoy participating in challenging projects that will make a difference in eternity. I can't wait to open our doors next August to welcome the new students, new families, and shepherd new opportunities, all to the glory of God. So that's a little bit of an update since the last time we gathered together for our Eagle Auction. And tonight we turn our attention again to another Eagle Auction. And I just want to say a word of thanks to Teresa Rosenboom, Kathy Ortiz, Paul Bruninger, and their team of volunteers. Can we just give them a round of applause? They did a great job. Earlier this week, I poked my head in their office and I just asked, how has this year's auction process gone? And, as many of you know, our country, our county, our community, we're facing some interesting and even challenging economic times, aren't we? And so you can imagine how some of those conversations are going when we go out and looking for support. And so while this has impacted some of our list of items, we believe that the Lord has really provided this year in miraculous ways. Praise be to God. The Eagle Auction represents one of our 4 main fundraising events, and tonight's goal is $100,000 that will go directly back to our students, our staff, and our programs at FCS. So thank you so much for your help. I'm truly humbled to be a part of the FCS family. Thanks for investing in eternity. Thanks for investing in our school's mission. Thanks for participating in challenging projects. God is blessing in many ways. I'm going to pray for us, and then I'm going to hand it over to our evening hosts, Noelle Haney and Jesse Shale. So would you bow your heads with me? Lord God, it's good for us to be here and just to reflect a little bit of your amazing grace and your amazing goodness. I thank you, Father, for the Faith Chorale that just ministered to us. I thank you for their testimony. I thank you for the many teachers and the staff members and a handful of volunteers that have made tonight humanly possible. And Lord, it's good for us to rely solely on you for tonight. And I ask and pray, Lord, that you would seek to bless our efforts. Would you allow us to just partner together? Would you allow us to shoulder this opportunity together? And would you just bless tonight's evening? We love you, Lord. We thank you so much for all that you do for us. And we ask all of this in your precious, precious name. Amen.
Well, good evening and welcome to the 2023 Eagle Auction. My name is Jesse Shale, and alongside me is my faithful compadre, Noelle Haney.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Noelle. Have you been gearing up and getting excited about tonight's auction?
Yes, I was thinking all morning about what sorts of things you're going to say, and I am sure that we're up for a lot of construction puns that you've built in your mind.
I don't know about puns, but I do know there's been some miracles happening out on that construction site.
Miracles?
Yeah, there was a blind guy who went over, picked up a hammer, and saw. So I don't know, but there's a lot of good stuff happening. I know, they don't get any better, just like I tell my students. None of the jokes get any better than this. But we've got a lot of things to highlight tonight, including a lot of teacher wish list items as usual. What is a little different this year is that we won't be actually featuring them as auction items during the live auction, but they are available. There is a board back there featuring many of these. And Noelle, are there a couple that we want to highlight tonight?
So you can actually look on your phone and see an item that says teacher wish list. It lists all of them there. There's a lot of different cool things. I saw some for robotics. I saw some for elementary classrooms, a lot of different items. So we'd encourage you at this time to run and look at the teacher wish list because it is different from previous years where we did it as a part of the live auction. We're not doing that this year. So if you'd like to look at that now and see how you could bless a teacher.
Yeah, and always a favorite is staff jeans.
Yes.
Jeans for the year. People, they just can't wait.
That's true.
To get that. So, want to bless the teacher. Staff jeans is always a highlight. We want to take a break, actually, from the whole, auction night and just do some door prizes right now. Get a little excited. Give away some things, right? Woo! There you go. So, to help us with that, we have our very own elementary principal, Jonathan Lambeth, along with a special guest to bring...
Two special guests.
Oh. To announce some winners. We're going to give away 4 door prizes. You want to...
That's actually what I wanted to do. I wanted to mix them up.
Mix them up. There you go.
Mixing them up.
Let's let go of it. All right, we're going to set it down on the floor. Let's go. And let's just kind of mix them up a little bit. Can you help me? Stir them all up. Oh, yeah.
Fernando, could you come up on stage and help me with this part, please?
You talking to me?
No, she was getting
I'm getting our student helper. He's going to bring the door prizes right to you.
All right. Here we go. Now, I don't want you to pick your dads or moms, okay? They're ineligible. Can you say ineligible?
Ineligible.
All right, good job. Okay. Now, let's stir through there. Okay, now, Lucy, can you close your eyes and reach in there and pick out one hat? And let's look at that number. 311. 311. Okay, good job. All right. Aya, you can close your eyes and reach in there and grab a hat. Does that look like a big number? What numbers do you see there?
5, 11, 11.
There's a 5 and a 7 and a 7, but the number is 775. That's
There's
it.
775. Are you here?
775. Okay. Lucy, pick one more, please. And 238. 238. Door prize, 238. Okay. And Aya, can you grab one more hat? All right. That's almost like the other one you gave me. Wow, there's a 5 and a 1 and a 1. 511. All right. Now, if some of you still had some hats at your tables and you did the door prize questions or games and you still need to give them to me, you can bring them to me over there and I'll put them in the drawing because we'll do this again at the end of our program. All right? Can we give our young ladies a big hand, please?
Great job. Awesome. That's fantastic. Well, that feels like the highlight of the evening.
Yes.
Nice. We're going to transition now to items with no bids. We have a number of items that you can find if you just go to the app and click on the button that says item with no bids.
So I'll give you a second just to look at those and see if there's anything that you'd like to bid on.
Like maybe your own customs FCS sports jersey, item with no bids currently. And I will say, at least on the football team, this is a highly contested item because even the senior football players were not allowed to purchase their senior year jersey. So you get a privilege that they do not.
Yes, I see another item with no bid is a Legacy Sports Club individual registration fee. I see some tennis gear, laser flash hassle-free party. That could be a good birthday party.
Nice. Well, you can learn how to play tennis. You want to play tennis?
I played tennis when I was 12. That's the last time.
Oh, nice. It's very exhausting.
It is. It is. I hear pickleball is the new tennis.
Oh, yes. Get a good sweat, huh?
As you look through those items through no bids, we're just going to feature a few of our favorite items here. One of the things that I'd encourage you to bid on tonight is a really incredible package. It's for the Pacers game.
Oh, yeah.
Pacers game on Saturday, January 6th. This is a really, really awesome deal. It's for 4 seats, but they're not just regular seats. They're actually in the Lexus Loft Theater box. And so there's just this mini suite theater box seats that are all inclusive. And when you bid on that, you're getting 4 tickets to the Saturday, January 6th game, which is a really awesome experience.
Yeah, if you're going to go watch a sports game, do it in a luxury box. Yeah, absolutely.
What else do you see featured items, Jesse, that you like?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think that probably one of the most popular ones is the skip the line option at Carline. So if you're a person who's maybe just, it's not, we've all had to put up with some things this year, just in a construction year. And the line at Carline is a challenge. And so if you want to skip that line, you can bid on that privilege to be able to skip the line. So I don't think there's any limit. So feel free to bid as high as you like. That's a good question. Yeah.
All right, it is kind of strange to be up in the front of a bunch of people and see cell phones out. I mean, I'm a teacher, so every day I'm always saying, put your cell phones away. But I'm going to encourage you to keep your cell phones out and available. But I am going to go ahead and introduce to you the 3 people that, humanly speaking, put this auction together. So I'd like to welcome Teresa and Paul and Kathy to the stage at this time.
Well, thank you for coming tonight. I am Paul Bruninger, Director of Advancement here at Faith, and we are very, very grateful that you came tonight to the Eagle Auction. The Eagle Auction is one of my favorite events of the year. It's a lot of fun, but really what I like is this is an event where really everybody is involved. Pretty much every teacher, just about every student is involved in some way in creating the class projects that you've seen. So many school families are contributing, donating items for the auction, and it is really a huge, huge blessing. And then, of course, we have lots of volunteers who do the setup, who are going to do the teardown later tonight. We have a gift-gathering team that has for months now been out gathering gifts, and it really is one of those events where everybody contributes, and we are very, very grateful. The 3 of us kind of head it up, but it really would not be possible without our volunteers, and we are very, very thankful for that. Also tonight, I want to recognize our sponsors for this event. So we've had a number of sponsors and school families, alumni families, and that is just a huge blessing again for our sponsors featured there. We're very thankful for their participation and their support tonight as well.
I hope by now that you've noticed that tonight's theme is under construction, with all the little tractors and everything everywhere. And I also hope that every time you drive onto campus, you can't help but notice the big addition that's going on the north side. Our school is growing as more and more families seek a Christian education for their children, and we should be really excited about that. Events like the Eagle Auction are one of the ways that we can keep our school growing and growing well. So whether or not you think about it this way, with every bid that you place tonight, you're helping FCS to continue to offer quality Christian education and to do so as affordably as possible. So thank you for all of your bidding, and keep keep bidding, please. However, tonight we also have real needs that do go above and beyond just our bidding to reach our goal of raising $100,000 tonight. So I'd like you to consider 2 other ways that you can help FCS continue to grow. First, when you check out later tonight or tomorrow when you come through the pickup line, please consider rounding up your total. That can be done easiest via check or cash, and you can also do it by using your credit card, and we can explain that to you when you come to pick up tomorrow. Also, later on tonight, we are going to give you a chance to add a donation to your auction total via your mobile bidding software on your phone, and we'll explain how that works. But for now, consider maybe how you might be able to give above and beyond your bids tonight. Thank you.
So I've only lived here in Lafayette for about 4.5 years, and one of the first things that I noticed is that this region is filled with engineering families. So you guys love to talk about things that I have no idea about, and so I just nod and smile because I don't understand half of what you're saying. But tonight I get to talk about something near and dear to my heart, which is music. I grew up in a very large family. I have 8 siblings. Yes, I did say 8. And we are all musical. We all sing, and everyone plays at least one instrument. Then I married a musician, and now we're raising 3rd-generation musicians. And I have 2 this year that are a part of chorale. Since we have been here at this school, our kids have been involved in the arts program and in music. And it was one of those things we knew we needed to find when we moved to this area, because music is such a huge part of our family. So just imagine then our great joy as parents when we started to realize how much Joe and Rosemary Wright do for this school and the arts program. Chorale is more than just a singing group, because they focus on the heart of service and ministry. They bring music to people who most need it, and in doing that, they bring hope. Their desire is to love and serve well, and you may even see them tonight cleaning up after all the great fun that we have here together. I mentioned my musical family because when my kids get to sing up here and it is on live stream, I have siblings all over the United States that are watching. And every time these siblings, who are all skilled musicians, will message and say, wow, chorale is so talented. And their director must be incredible to get them to that skill level in high school. So I know this really isn't about Joe and Rosemary tonight, but I want to just let them know how much our family specifically appreciates what they do in the arts program and for our students. They may never understand the impact that they've had on kids, because it's more than just music. Especially in chorale, there are songs that are being imprinted on those students' hearts that will carry them through whatever difficult times they see in their years ahead. So tonight, we're going to get to hear from one of our students who has been a part of Faith Chorale since her freshman year. And then we're going to get to hear again from chorale another song. So let's welcome back chorale to the stage.
Hi, guys. My name is Anya Fisher, and I'm a senior at Faith this year. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this group up here. So I love how at Faith there's so many ways to get involved super quickly coming in. There's so many different ways to get plugged in. But my personal favorite is definitely chorale. Chorale is a choral ministry team that has the opportunity to sing to our local community and present the gospel to people while adding in some cool little harmonies along the way. Every year, the group plus Mr. and Mrs. Wright go on tour for about 4 days in a different state, and this year our location was Huntsville, Alabama. We sang in various nursing homes, retirement communities, rescue missions, and local churches. And after these trips, I'm always a firm believer that there isn't much that you don't find out about someone when you're stuck on a stinky bus with them for 20 total hours. No, but in all seriousness, I'm so thankful for the intentionality behind this trip and behind Chorale Tour, and just the opportunity to serve God's kingdom and praise Him along the way with some truly incredible people. A personal goal that I set for myself going through the last 3 years of high school was to reach out more to the underclassmen. At first I was like, I don't relate to any of these kids. How do I talk to them? But now, because of chorale specifically, I can say some of my best friends at Faith are the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors that I've gotten to know in chorale, and not to mention all of my senior chorale veteran buddies. Chorale class with these guys is 100% the highlight of my day, and tour was so amazing about just bringing us together closer as a family and just as a team. And as my time in high school comes to a close at the end of the school year, I can say confidently and without a doubt that chorale gave me some of my favorite lifetime memories, and more importantly, a hunger to get in the Word and know the truths behind what I'm singing about. Our God is so holy and deserving of our praise, and I'm so thankful that I can help give that praise back to him with every single person here on this stage.
Thanks again, Chorale, for performing this evening. I'll have to echo the sentiment of Ms. Ortiz and just say how amazing the quality is of the music produced by that group year after year. At this time, I'd like to also introduce our auctioneer for this evening. Graduated from the auction school in 1962, has done auctions in 28 different states. Former president of the Indiana Auctioneers Association, member of the Indiana Auctioneers Hall of Fame, volunteers at Robinson's Farm, helping with equine therapy for special needs children. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Baker.
Thank you. Wow. You got it word for word.
I said everything you told me to say.
You want me to? Oh, okay. Well, folks, I'm very happy to have a part in your program this evening. This is about the 4th or 5th year, I believe, that I've got to help. And I'm just totally amazed at what you're able to accomplish, not with just this here tonight, but I'm just amazed at what we put together. I do know enough about auctions. When we come in here tonight, all the hard work had been done. and we sit here and we enjoy the fruits of all that hard work. I know you've applauded them several times, but would you give the committees and the chairman a really big round of applause? This don't happen. So, what are we going to do next?
I believe we're going to introduce items, and then you're going to do your thing.
I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah. So for the first item in the live auction, we have a family fun night. This is a combination of Lego fun with Freddy's. And actually, my sister-in-law did that Lego set, and she absolutely loved it as an adult. So I think it's not just for kids either. And it's flowers that never die.
I mean, I always know that I get super excited when I see Lego sets. So if you're a dad like me, you're like, I want to play with my kids, I want to play with Legos. But to go along with that is also that Freddy's gift basket, which, by the way, includes 2 big jars of fry sauce, jalapeno and regular, along with steak burger and fry seasoning, as well as 4 combo meal certificates. So not only can you sit down and, well, I don't know, your hand's going to get a little greasy from that as you're trying to put the Legos
Maybe
together.
Maybe do them at separate times.
Maybe separate times, I don't know. But a great bundle here to bid on here is auction number 1.
Okay, Jesse, and helping me out, find the bids, Mike Paul is right over here, and the Honorable, they didn't put Honorable there. Yeah. No, Greg's going to be helping us, and I've got another one.
Kevin, right over here.
Kevin.
He's our Vanna White for this evening.
Kevin, yeah. The coach of the soccer team. Wow. Okay. Well, turn your bids in to any of those 3 fellas or myself, and we'll move right along because we got a jam-packed evening, and we won't be spending a lot of time on each item. And Jesse and Noel will butt in if they need to add a little bit more to an item, and feel free to do so.
We need to exercise first. Everybody get their bid card.
Yeah.
I saw that one right there.
You're doing well.
That was for a $100 bid right there, $459. No.
Yeah. Is there one still up? We'll put that one in at $1,000. Oh, okay. We're going to just start down there and let you bid a while. 500. I get $500. Get 3. Get me going. I get 3. Don't be particular. Yes, 3. Now 4. I get $400. He particular 3. Particular $400. He particular 4. Be particular $400. Where? I get 3 here now. 4. He particular 4. Be particular 4. D particular 4. 3.5. I'll take an easy snap. $350. I get $300. He particular 50 on him. Where? I get only $300. Give me $50. He particular $300. He particular. You know, you can use these as gifts as well, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Right. You bet. Business people could give. Yeah. 300 is all I have. 350. I get 350 on where I get 350 on B, 50 on B, 50 on. If that's it, I got to say so. I get 300 50 on. Anybody else? Would 325 help? Mike, did you notice it got real quiet? 325. I have sold $300. Bidder number 145. Give him a good hand getting us off to a good start. 300.
All right, our second item for the evening is one of the fan favorites, I believe, as well as a favorite from our students. This is for student sweat stays for the rest of the school year. Rest of the school year, every day.
Student sweats, and that's legal student sweats for the rest of the year, not the illegal ones they try to get away with. So.
I don't know if you get the frame, the picture frame, but, oh, okay.
Included.
And again, this was popular last year. It really was popular. Get right in. Tell me, 200 where? $200. I could give 100. I'm going to let you start bidding. 100. Yes, 150. I could 150 on B, now 2. I could $200. B, particular 2 and B, particular $200. Now 2.5. I could 2.5. Now 3. 3 and D, particular 3 and B, particular 3. Now half. I could 3.5 here. D, particular 50. Now 4. D, particular 4. Now half on B, particular 50 on where? I could $400 here. Give me 50. 450. I could 450 on B, particular 50 on B, particular $400. Particular 50 on B, particular 50. Yes, 50. New bidder. Oh, we got 2 new bidders. Now 5. Now 500 in the back. 5. Yes, 5. Now half. I get 5.5 on B. Now 6. At $600. He particular 550 on B. Particular $600. Yes, 6. Now 7. It's $700 on him. At 7. Now 8. I get $800. Particular Mike's bidders in 700. Give 800. Oh, you were asking. There's a big difference, yes. I got 600 where? Right there. 6 and a half. Yeah, 6 and a half. 6 and a half. 6 and a half. Now 7. Now half. You got it this time, right, Mike? You got 700 this time? Yeah. 750. That's 7. Now 800. 800. I get 800. That's 750. Give $800 on. I get 750. Yes, 8. Now half. I get 8.5 on B between the 50 on higher. I get 8.5 on B between the 50. Yes, 50. Now 9. I get 9 to down. I get 850 on B between the 90 between $900. Yes, 9. Now half. I get 9.5 on. I get 90 between the 50 on B between the 50 on B. Yes, 50. Now $1,000 on. 950. Give me 1,000. I get 950. But to get down on B between 9. If 1,000 sounds too high, I can make it sound a little different. Give me 1,000. Yes, now 1,050. Now 1,050. I get down 50 on B between the 50 wire. Yes, 50. Now 1,100. $1,100. But to get down 11. But to get 11 higher. I get 1050. Give $1,100 on B. 1,100. How you doing, Mike? Yeah. 1050, give 1,100. I have. Well, thank you. What you have done. Sold 1,150, way over 506. Give them a big round of applause. Yes, Greg. Oh, would you take the other one? We'll tell you after you say yes. What was it? 1150, wasn't it?
1150. You want 1150?
All that. Yes. $336. What would you expect him to do? There was about 170 eyes right there, looking at him. No pressure whatsoever.
All right,
Okay.
for our item number 3, we have an electric bike that was donated by Steve and Michelle Marsh. Not only is it an awesome electric bike, it was also ridden down the school hallway by our very own school superintendent. I witnessed it myself.
And we won't tell you who it is, but his name rhymes with Bot Bass.
Also, we only have one school superintendent.
Wow. Details.
All right, tell us about the bike, Jesse.
500 watts of high-speed brushless motor power. 7-speed gearing, 3 levels of electric assistance. So if you're feeling adventurous, you can put it on a low setting. But if you're kind of worn out, go for the high setting there. 4-hour fast charge, range of up to 50 miles at 25 miles per hour. That's a lot on a big set of tires there.
Man.
This is impressive. This is a very impressive bike.
You should bid on it and ride it to school.
Oh, yeah. Through the snow, through the sleet, through the hail.
Yes.
This looks like a bike that was designed for somebody whose doctor has told me that I'm about 20 overweight. Big tires.
It's just heavy duty.
Heavy duty. Okay, we'll call it heavy duty. Heavy duty. Yeah, heavy duty. I'm heavy duty. Yeah. Wait till I go to the doctor the next time we discuss this. Yeah, heavy. I ain't overweight. I'm just heavy duty. All right. How much on the bike? 1,000? 11? No, wait a minute. I need to go down. If I don't have 1,000, I need to go down. 700, 500. 300. Yes, 3. Way back. 4. Oh, it's breaking out all over, Mike. 5. 500. 600. That's 600. Now 7. Now 8. I get 800. I get 8, but to get 800. 800. That's 70, but to get 800. That's 70, but to get me, but to get. I got 3. 8. Now 9. New bidder. I get 8. Now 9. I get 8, but to get down 9, but to get down 1,000. Huh? 9, now 1,000. $1,000, but you get now 11. 1,100, but you get now $1,000 dear. Give 1,100. Mike's in. 1,000 here. 1,100. Mike's in over here. 1,100, but you get 1,100. 1,000 here. 1,100. I get $1,000 with 1050. Help him, Greg. 1050. I get 1050 on him. 1050. I'm getting ready to sell. $1,000 here, but you get 50 on him. 1,050. Anybody else? So, Mike, your bidder. 1,000. 758. Give him a good hand. $1,000. Yes.
And if she wants, she can ride it home. She can ride it home if she wants.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
for,
not.
For item number 4 in the live auction, we have treat an FCS teacher or staff. Do you want to tell us about that, Jesse?
This is very, I mean, if jeans were popular, multiply that by about 100. This is pretty high up there for teachers. What this is a 1 day off of school, right? And then in addition to that, half of the funds raised on this item will go directly to that teacher of your choice. So needless to say, this is a very exciting thing for all the teachers.
And what are you going to start there? 500? I could find even to 500. 300? I could 3, 4. I could. What?
Preschool teachers also?
Yes, that's correct. Any teacher, the teacher of your choice.
Any other teachers we can get in? That just got us 3 bids. Yeah. Mike, did they give 350? Yes, 400, 450, 450 back again, Mike. Now 500, now 600, now 600, now 7, new bidder. At 7, now 8, now 9. I could even now 9. Now 1,000. Now 11. 11 to 12, to 12, 13, to 13, 14. I get 15, 15, 16. I get 16, 17, 18, 18. I get even to 18, to 18. Yes, 18, 19, 1900, 2,000. 19, 2. I get 19, to get a 2, maybe to get a 2, maybe to get a 2, maybe to get a 2. Now 2,100 she did. 2,000, now 2. At 22, I get 22. I get 2,200 at 22. I get 20, to get a, now 3. At 23, now 4. I get 24, to get a 24. Now 5. I get 25, to get down 20. Now 6, to get a 26. At 25, to get a 26. I get 25, to get a $2,600 player. The bids, 25. 2,600, 2,600. I'm just sitting here thinking, Mike, we should have had this program back when I was going to school. There's a few teachers I'd like to have a day off, you know. It just hit me. That English teacher, you know, for what? 25, 26. The best one, though, is my speech teacher. This is the truth. I was murdering a word. And this was in high school. I was murdering this word out of this speech and so forth. And she was really antsy, Mrs. Albright. And she said, "Oh, Danny, you're not pronouncing that word right." And I wish today I could remember what the word was. And about the 3rd time I blew it, and we were in a speech deal. A number of us were involved in a play. And she finally just said, "Oh, Danny, promise me you'll never take a job where you got to speak in public." But actually, Mrs. Albright was one of my best teachers. I did finally speak in public. 2,500's a bid, 26. 25, 26. I get 25. There've been a number of you bidding. 25 bid, well, only one's in. 25, 26. I sold 2,500, and the bidder is 175.
And he will take 3 of them.
And he will take 3. Yes. 187 takes 1. Anybody else? We had several of you bidding.
Anybody else? 2,500.
2,500. Wow. Hey, give these people a big round of applause. That's $10,000. Yes. Yes. Yep. Whoop, hang on. 187. We'll give you another hand for that.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yes. All right, for live auction number 5, we have a very popular item that I have been hearing about in the hallways and the lunchroom and detention, all the different places. And so we have a middle school retro arcade project. This was donated by Mr. Alan Nugent and his middle school computer classes. Jesse and I had the privilege of trying it out earlier. It was very awesome. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, we played a couple matches of Pac-Man.
I lost.
It definitely took us back. I mean, there's not just Pac-Man on there. There are 350 games, over 350 arcade games on that. If you haven't seen it, it's in the auction room in there. You need to stop by. I was very impressed. Pac-Man, Frogger, NBA Jam, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong. For those of you old enough, Tron, Tekken, Punch-Out, 1941. The list goes on, and what a perfect addition to a basement, arcade, man cave, those areas. It's so awesome. It's so
Especially
cool.
because it was built, designed, all of that was done by the students and Mr. Nugent.
I can't believe they pulled it off.
Yes. Programmed by our technology classes. So.
This is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
really,
incredible.
when you think about putting something like this together. And it's the only one.
Yes.
Wow. Take a look here. $1,000. $1,000. $500. I could find deeper to get $500 fire. I could find deeper to get $500. Now, yes, 5. Now 7. It's 5 here, but to get 600. I could find deeper to get $600. Deeper to get 6 deeper to put them on deeper to get $600 fire. I could find now 7. Now 7 on deeper to get $700. Deeper to get 7. Now 8. I could 8. Now 9. Now 1,000. $1,000 on deeper to get now deeper to get $1,000 fire. I could down deeper to get 1,000. Greg Zand, $1,100. $1,100 fire. I could $1,000 here, but to get 11 deeper to get 1,100. $1,200. At 12 deeper to get 12 deeper to get 1,200. I get 11 here. Give me 12. 12. 13. I get 13. Able to buy 13. Able to buy 13. 14. I get 14. I'm to get 14. I'm to get 14. I'm to get 14. I get 13. 1,400. I get 13. I'm to get 14. I'm to get 14. One of a kind. 14. 15. I get 15. I'm to get 15. I'm able to get 14. Now 16. I get 16. I'm to get 16. I'm to get 15. I'm able to get 16. I get 15. I'm to get able to buy 16. I get 16. I'm to get 16. I'm able to get 1,600. One more time. 15, 16, 16. Now 17. Now 17. Now 17. That's 16. But you get 17. Now 18. I get 18. Back again. I get 18. But you get 18. But you get 18. But you get 18. I get 17 there. Give 1,800. I get 17. Like I said, one of a kind. And you know the whole story behind it. 1,800. 1,800, 17, 18, now 19, now 19, now 19. I get 19, now 2. Bless your heart. 21, 21. 2021. I get 2 deeper to get to 21. I get 2 deeper to get to 21. 2,100. 2021. You all done? I've sold $2,000. 180. 180. Yes, give him a big hand. $2,000. Whoa, Jesse.
All right, up next you can see some freshman guys carrying a Yeti, and this is donated by Greg Boyer, who's right out here, of Bill C. Brown Associates, and then also inside of it was donated by Wildcat Valley Farms, and I'll let Jesse tell you about what's inside.
It's an auction regular, a cooler full of meat.
Oh, yeah.
But not just any meat.
Oh, no. Choice, fine meats, such as cube steaks, New York strip, chuck roast, boneless ribeyes, packages of beef patties, pork patties, 8 pounds of ground pork, 10 pounds of ground beef, in a Yeti Tundra 65. This thing is sharp. Sharp.
All of that meat is locally raised, and then obviously the Yeti itself is an awesome addition for any sort of outdoor activities.
What do you think? You think you guys could eat all that?
It took both of them.
They're teenagers. What am I saying? Right, they're teenage boys. What am I saying?
Okay, you ready for me to sell, or do you want? Yeah, you'd like me to hurry up and do it, wouldn't you? Yeah. Hey, folks, this was really popular last year, an item very much similar to this. And the thing of it is, you know every bit about where the meat is coming from, how it was raised. We don't always know that when we go to Kroger and Payless and all of them, do we? So get right in. Like I said, it was a very popular item last year. I'll let you all have a little fun bidding on the way up. Give me $500 to start. 500, yes. 600, 700. That's 700. All right, 7, now 8. I'm up here by myself. 8, now 9. Now 900. 900, now 1,000. 1,000, yes, 1,000. Now 1,100. Now 12. At 20, but to get a 20, but to get a 20, but now 13. 13, now 14. I get 14, but to get a 14, but to get a 13, but to get a 14. I get 13, but to get a 14, but to get a 14. Now 15, now 16. I get 15 on B, but to get a 16. I get 16 there. I get 15 on B, but to get a 16 D, but to get a 1,600 out where. Yes, 16. Now 17. 18. Back again, Greg. 18. I get 18. I get 18, but to get able to buy 18, but to get 80, but to get 18. Now 19. Now 2,000. Back again. I get 19, but to get a 2,000 out where. I get 19 there, 2 D, but to get 19, but to get a 2 D, but to get a 2,000 out where. I get 19 there. Give me $2,000 on him. I get 19, but to get a 2 D, but to get a 2 D, but to get a 2 one more time. A $2,000 on him. I get 19, but to get a 2. Anybody else at 2,000? I'd run out of air. 2,100. Back again, Greg. 2,100, 22. 22. Oh darn! I think my bidder would have went to 5,000 if you'd just go with us. Oh, I see. 2,100, 22. Anybody else? Sold right here. 2,100 to bidder number 410. Give her a big round of applause. 2,100. Yes. Thank you.
All right, up next for our live auction is number 7. This is a Blackstone griddle and starter bundle that Mr. Johns is wheeling out here. This was also donated by Greg Boyer of the Bill C. Brown Associates.
And this is not just the 36-inch griddle. This is also the starter bundle with it. So that includes griddle seasoning, a 30-piece accessory kit. There's 4-piece deluxe knife set included with that as well. 60,000 BTUs of power on 769 square inches. That's over 5 square feet of cooking surface for you on this Blackstone griddle. So if you just bought the meat, you can buy the grill and then just cook. You could just cook the meat.
Or buy the grill and then invite over the people that bought the meat.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Oh, good thinking. Yes.
Well, Jesse and Noel, you know, we have one of these. The kids got us one about, 7, 8 months ago. And I don't think we've used anything any more than what in fact, we got rid of the charcoal grill. We gave that away. These are if you have one and you can just do a whole bunch of things at one time. Well, my wife does. I don't. But, you can just, they really are a neat item to have. Give $1,000. 500. You can cook vegetables and meats and potatoes, and melt ice cream and all of that sort of stuff with them. Hey, 500. 500. 500. Well, 300. I'm way under money here. 4. I get 3, but you can afford. Yeah, but you can afford it out where. I get 3 there. Give me 4. D, but you can afford. B, but you can afford it out. E, but you can 3. B, but you can afford it. Yes, way back there, Greg, in left field. 400. Now 5. I get 4. D, but you can 5. Now 6. That's 6. But you can now 7. $700 on him. I get 6. A, but you can 7. A, but you can 700. Now 800. I get 8. But you get 800 out where. I get 7 there. Now 8. But you can. Yeah, you're in, Greg. 700. Now 8. I get 8, but you can 8, but you get 800 wire. I get 7 there now 8. And always think about this. Maybe you might buy one a little cheaper somewhere, but this is all going to a great cause. The people that donated and everything, it's all going to a great cause. We can add a little more. I got 700 Greg's bidders in, 800 where. I get 70, but you get 800 where. I get 70, but you get 800. Anybody else? 750. Would that break it for you? 750. 750. I have. So, Greg, $700. 572. Give those folks a good hand. We got a little interlude, do we?
That's correct, Dan. At this time, we'd like to introduce a special speaker before we continue with more auction items. He's the senior class president, the student body president, and also a member of the Faith basketball team. He's going to share a few words about his experience. Keontae Henderson.
Do you want to use that mic or do you want to... Is this on? Hello? You hear me? All right. So like you said, my name's Keontae, and I just want to share a little bit about my time at Faith and the great enjoyment I've had from it. Life growing up was full of many challenges. I did not grow up in a Christian household, and my father figure was not around. We moved houses many times, and I often found it difficult to fit in at a new school as a shy kid. Even when I did get plugged in at a new school, I often found myself hanging out with the wrong crowd and following what they did because I wanted to look cool and get out of the house. I did not ever play sports, and I did not have a job. Halfway through my 5th grade year, we moved next to Kasuth Street Baptist Church, and I began to attend their youth group. I had the opportunity to get to know many great families there, but one in particular stood out to me, and they took me as one of their own, and that was the Noha family. They began to teach me about the Bible and what it means to have a relationship with Christ. The summer before my 8th grade year, I gave my life over to Christ. I remember knowing that God would be with me, and that was really important, and that even if my family was far from Christ, I didn't have to be. Revelations 3:20 states, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him, and I eat with him, and he with me." I felt as if a weight was lifted from my shoulders, and I did not have to worry about judgment from my family. From there, I was transferred to faith because I would not have been as likely to persevere and grow in my faith at a public school. In the beginning, I was afraid to come to faith because of what happened every other time I moved schools. But God showed me how I was wrong and surrounded me with a great community of people. I was approached by many students on the first day of school who wanted to initiate friendships with me. I finally felt as if I was welcome, and I knew that these students were working to do what was right, unlike the crowds I hung out with. I began to take my academics seriously during my 8th grade year. God provided me people in my life that wanted to see me succeed. Teachers engaged with me during class and made themselves available to me for questions and help. The Noha family still helps me when I run into problems and keeps me accountable in my schoolwork. My grades began to look better than ever, and it began to open up more opportunities academically for me. I never considered college when I was younger, but with the encouragement and support of people behind me, my plan is to attend Purdue University and study engineering technology. And I am happy to say that I will be the second in my family to graduate high school and the first in my family to go to college. Coming to FCS has allowed me to grow deeper in my faith, and I have been sharpened by the community of believers around me. I've stepped into leadership at FCS and have been elected class representatives and student body president. I've been challenged to stand for what is right and confront problems when they arise. FCS has put my life on a new trajectory and different paths from what my family has done. Faith has shown me that there is more purpose in life besides me, and that God's plan for me is to glorify Him. Just as our school is under construction, God has been continuing to build my character, and I've been growing in my spiritual life every single day. I thank you all for coming out to support our school. I encourage you all to continue to bid and give generously so that kids like me will have the same opportunities that I have. Thank you.
Thanks, Keontae. In honor of our construction theme, I could say you really nailed it. That one was for you. We'd like to bring Dan back up here to explain a little bit more about the opportunity to donate tonight.
Actually, Jesse, jump in on this. We're going to give you a few moments here to, and hope, Teresa, I get this nailed right. But we're going to give you a few minutes to, we're not going to do the raise the bid paddles like we've done in the past. This will give you a chance to just go ahead and kind of raise your own paddle with your phone and put a bid in, whatever contribution you feel like. We know there's some that would like to put a good bid in, and there's others that maybe 100 or 200, and that's fine, anything. But if you would, just take a few moments, get your phones out, and we'll call this kind of a silent raise your bid paddle time, and put your bids in and kind of increase that up a little bit, and it's just a good time to do that. If you got any questions, if you're sitting there and you got to this point and you're not sure what to do, raise a hand, and we will get the help right to you instantly. And we want you to do that. So if you got any questions about any of it, just let us know. I guess I need, take up about a minute or two here?
Just about a minute, and then we will finish up with our live auction
Okay.
and the rest of our door prizes.
I just want to speak as an outsider here for a bit, and I will be a little bit serious for a moment. I was just listening to your speaker here, and I was just admiring how someone touched him along the way and how important that was. And we've got a young man here that's going to make a contribution, a big-time contribution. I know that. We never know when we're touching somebody or when somebody's touching us. And as I was listening to the choral singers, I don't know if you appreciate them near as much as I do. I know you do. But as an outsider, the first time I heard him here several years ago, I thought, wow, this is awesome. You can put that many young people together in one church at one time and sing like that. This is awesome. But it's not just the singing they're doing. It's the missionary work they're doing. Teresa was able to make it work out that we could bring them out to our church, the United Methodist Church at Audubon, this past February. And we got to, I don't know if it was a Methodist thing, they felt sorry for us, but we got a whole hour of their, and coming off of COVID and everything else, our church really needed that. I can't tell you how warm the feeling was when we left there, and what a job they did for our church, getting us kind of back into focus, so to speak. I really think we've had some good things happening since then. And they came out and they sang, and it was beautiful. And it was just a real important Sunday for our church. It was a great mission service that the choral singers done. And I know they do that many other places. You know, sometimes we take it for granted, those sort of things. But I remember as a young kid, and I'm talking way back, probably 70 years or so, in the little country church in Ohio that I grew up in. We had a pastor, and his name was Reverend Carningham, and he would have all the kids come up during the service, and he'd visit with them, share a little message with us. And then he'd have us sing a song or two. But there's one song that we sang that has stayed with me for the rest of my life. And you know what it is. He's got the whole world in his hands. And you listen to the words of that song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother. Not just me. He's got everybody in his hands. And when we think of that, and we think about Jesus telling us to go out into the world, it becomes even more clear what the choral singers are already doing. They're going out into the world. You know, if we stay within, this is a beautiful church, but if we stay within these walls, we're really not accomplishing much, are we? When we go outside and have a little visit with some of our old crusty members out there, we got a group that goes to the down south on a mission trip down to Honduras every December. And I've had one or two say, well, why aren't we spending that money in Audubon? I said, why aren't we spending that money in Audubon? Why aren't we spending it in Honduras? But Jesus said, go out into the world. He didn't say go out into Audubon or into Lafayette. So your choral singers and this youth program that you have here is truly amazing, and it's producing young people like this that are going to be our future leaders. And don't we need some leaders like this young man coming on? I think the timing is really right. So I have spent more than my 90 seconds, Noel. But anyhow.
Alrighty. So we are ready
appreciate it, Dan.
to
Thank
finish
you.
up the live auction here. We have 4 items left. So our next item is number 8 in your packets. This was donated by the FCS senior class and sponsors. It is a trip to Dole's Tree Farm and staying in the cottage along with a few other fun things included.
Yeah, as rustic as the outside looks here, there is definitely a lot of modern amenities that go along with this overnight stay at the Stone Cabin Inn. This is at Dole's Tree Farm. It's good for up to 6 people. You'll also get a $50 gift card to their gift shop and a $50 gift card for dinner at the nearby Parky's Smokehouse. So this is definitely a nice package deal that you can use anytime between January 2nd and November 2nd of next year. Be advised, if you choose a weekend, there is a 2-night minimum, and you would be on the hook for the other night. This is an only 1 night that you're bidding on right now. But when I think about an ideal place where I can just relax a little bit, this seems like a pretty good option.
And just down the road at Thorntown, right?
Yeah, just down the road, about 8 miles away, is that smokehouse. Also, keep in mind, too, the night that you stay, they will provide you with a warm, home-cooked breakfast in the next morning. So a few meals kind of thrown into this option here.
Good package to put together. What about 500 here? I can find D between 300. 300. I can 3 between 3, 200. Would that get you going? 200. Thank you, sir. Now 3. Whoops, Mike got it ahead of you. 300. I can 2 D between 3, D between 2.5. I can 2.5 on D between 50, D between 200, between 50. Now 3. I got 3 right behind you. Greg should be 300. I got 2.5. Greg's in 2.5. 300. I got 2.5 on D between 3. And Mike, your bidder's out too. I got 2.5 on. Yeah, 2.5, right. 300. I get 2.5 on. Now 3. Now half. I get 3.5 on. Yes, 50. Now 4. I get 4 D between 4 B between 4. 4.5. 4.5 on D between. Now 5. I get 5 D between $500. I get only $500 here. D between 5. I get 4 D between 5. D between 5. D. Give me 5. I get 5 D between 5. D between $500. D between 5. Here again, a good package to put together as a gift, even. For maybe a client or a special family member that's having a special birthday or something like that. Really easy. And just like I said, just down the road. 500. Greg's got 450. That's all. 500. 500. Only a couple items left. You've been a great bid. Yes, 5. You've been a great bidding crowd. 5. 5.5. I get 5. 5.5. I get 5. D between 50 on. D between 5. D between 50 on where? I get 5 here. Give me 50. Mike's in. 500. D between. How you doing, Greg? 550. I can find even to 50. Anybody else is going to pull the trigger? 550. So 500, Mike. 507. 507. Give him a good hand. 507.
Probably should make one correction to that as well. The 2-night minimum is only if you book in October. So the rest of the year, no 2-night minimum required. So congratulations.
All right. For item number 9, we have a McCord's Candies basket. This was donated by McCord's Candies, which is actually owned by some of our alumni parents.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple of alumni that are working there actually too, Grace Peter and Shay Wickstrom, and 2 of the candy canes in this package were made by them here at the very beginning of the winter season. So huge basket of sweeties in here, a pound of assorted chocolates, a sweet box which includes some freeze-dried Skittles, a truffle box with what's labeled sour belts. I don't know what those are, but I imagine they're sour. Hand-spun ribbon candy, a 1-pound bag of chocolate pretzels, chocolate-covered espresso beans. I mean, this is shattered glass candy. I mean, this is loaded, folks.
Shattered glass candy? What is that?
It sounds like peanut brittle to me, but that's probably not the same. Probably not the same.
Yeah, probably not. Hey, what about? We were talking. How long's McCord's been in business? Back in the
it was established in 1912, I believe.
1912. Over 100 years. Isn't that amazing?
I read it from the paper.
What about the...
Well done.
Yeah.
I know my local history.
Yeah. 300. 200. I get 2, now 3. I get 2.5 on D, but you're going to 200 here. Now 3. I get 2 bid 3. Now 3. Now 4. I get 3. D, but you're going to $400. But you're going to $400. But you're going to $400. D, but you're going to $400. Where? I get 3. Now 4. D, but you're going to Greg's. Yes, 4. Now 5. I get 5. D, but you're going to 5. Now 6. I had $600. But you're going to 5. D, but you're going to $600. Put them on $600. Where? I get 5 here. Now $600, sir. I had $600 here. D, but you're going to 5. D, but you're going to 600. D, but you're going to only 600. Yes. Now 7. Now 7. That's 7. D, but you're going to put them on D, but you're going to 7. I get 70, but I'm getting choked up on that candy thought. I had 700, but you're going to 50 on me, but you're going to 70, but you're going to 700. How you doing, Greg? 700? What 6 is 650? Try, yes, 50. Now 7, Mike. Now 700. Now 700. 650 gives 700. I had 650 on me, but you're going to 700. That's 650 on me, but you're going to 700. Anybody else? So, Greg, your bidder is 650. 572. Give him a good hand. You bet.
All right. Item number 10 is a Women's Purdue gift basket. This was gifted to us by Brandy B's Boutique.
If you're a top female Purdue sports or Purdue fan, or you maybe want to get a gift for a top female Purdue fan in your life, we've got a lot of items here that could definitely dazzle up the spirit of that Purdue fan. A ball cap with a black P in gold glitter background, which I wouldn't necessarily wear, but sounds glamorous. Also a clear crossbody purse. Again, something I wouldn't wear, but maybe you would. Regular strap and a custom boiler strap, perfect for game day. Large gold makeup cosmetics train case, a devotion book, a mustard seed of faith, 2 pairs of earrings, basketball studs, and a lightweight wood leopard pattern with tassels. Super cute, evidently. Super cute. Touchless hand sanitizer with case. Well, that sounds pretty fancy, actually. That's the gold makeup cosmetics train case.
Oh, we got to try it on.
Can't forget. Yeah, there you go. No matter how high the bid goes, it's yours.
Hey, Mike, good time to ask her. $1,000.
There's also a custom-made black Boilers V-neck T-shirt. It comes in the medium, but you can exchange for a different size. That's a lot of stuff. You're going to be decked out.
Well, let's hop in here. And Christmas is only what?
That's right.
3 or 4 weeks away? 4 weeks away?
That's right.
5 weeks away? Not very far. Hey, what about...
Make sure you Purdue bid on this item.
Yes.
Purdue bid on this item.
Mike, you think the hat fit pretty good? You think she'd give $1,000? Okay, we'll try something else then. Hey, 300 on. This is really a neat package they put together. 300. Again, these things are not anything that you can go down and put together. Yeah, 3, 4. I got 3, 4. Put that hat on again, Mike. I got 3, now 4. I got 3, you're going to put them up. More, now 5. I got 5, you're going to find, you're going to 500 out there. I got 4.5 here, give me 5. You're going to find, you're going to phone that phone, you're going to find, you're going to 500 where. I got 5, you're going to 5. Yes, 5. Now half. I get 5.5. I get 5.5. Now 600. Now 600. That's $600 here. I get $550 on the but you're gonna $600 where? I have $550 dear. Give me $600 where? Yes, 6. Now half. That's 6.5 on. Now 7. That's 7 on the but you're gonna $700 where? I get $650 on the but you're gonna 7. It's 700, 650 on the but you get $700 out there. I get 650 here. Put them on 7. Yes, 7. Now 8. Give me 800. Yes, 8. Now 9. Now 9. Now 9. I get 8 but you get now 9. I get 8 but you get now 9. Well, man, out, Katie. $1,000, $1,100. Mike, just take it away. You're doing better than I am. 1,000, 1,100. I found 1,100. I get $1,000 here. Give it with 1,050 help. You've been a good bidder. 1,050. Yes. Now 1,100. Now 1,100. I get down 50, 1,100 where? I 11D, 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 put them on 1,100. Anybody else 1,100? 1,100. 1,050. Give 1,100. I get down 50, while Mike's 1,100. Yeah. I thought $11 here, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. Everybody, yeah, now half. 1,150, 1,150, 1,150. You've said that twice now. We don't know whether to believe you or not. 1,150 on them. Well, thank what you done. Thank you. Anybody else at 1,150? Give these people here, a young couple here, a good big round of applause. 1,100. 126. 126. 126. Wow. That's a fun time tonight.
All right, for our last item in the live auction tonight, we have an extra slice of FCS pizza for the rest of the school year. So what this is it's actually 20 certificates, which you can keep for yourself or you could donate to other people.
Whoop, we're ready. There it is. What a deal. For a whole year?
Whole year.
Man. Hey, before I do this, they can still be bidding on that, putting their bids on the kind of the raise the paddle silent bid yet, can't they?
Absolutely, yes.
Everything is still open. So if you still want to contribute to the fund, just go ahead and do that. We've got this one last item, but still keep on doing that. They'll tell you when it's in. All right, Mike, the pizza time. You bet. This was really popular. We had something similar to it, I believe, last year, and it sold very, very well.
Yes.
$1,000 to save me a little time. You can tell the old voice is getting wore out already. 500. I can find even to get 5 now 600. I can find even to get 600 even to get 600 to me put them on even to get 600 buyer. I can 5 here now 6 even to get able to buy it even to get $600 buyer. I can 5 here now $600. I'm about 50 cents on the dollar to what it was last year. 600. 500, 600. I can find even to get put them on even to get $600 even to get $600 buyer. I can find 5.5 on. I can 5 here now 5.5 on even to get 50. Yes, 50. Now 600. I can 550 on even to get $600 buyer. I can 550 on put them on even to get $600. You want to buy them? I can 550 able to buy even to get able to bum $600 here. Able to bum $600 buyer. I can find now 6 now half. It's 6.5 way in the back. That's 600 here now 50 on even to yes 50. Now 7. It's 650 on be back again. I had 650 on me, but take a $700 buyer. I had 650 there now, $700. Do you want to buy them? He would put them on me, but take 700. It's 650 now, 700. It's 650 now, 700. It's 650 on me, but take 700. Anybody else 700? One more time, sir. 700. I have. Sold the pizza $650 and give her a big 101. 101. Give her a big round of applause. Folks, I think that is it for me, right?
That is. Can we
hey,
please?
Folks, I want to thank you for being.
Yes.
We've had a lot of fun.
Thank you, Dan.
I think you know why I enjoy this auction now.
We do have just a few items before we finish up the evening. First, we have some more door prizes to give away. So I believe that Mr. Lambeth is making his way around with some special guests. While he's doing this, if you want to look at your silent auction items, those are still all open currently. And so we will get our special guests up on stage, but please be looking at your silent auction items and seeing what you need to bid on those.
I'll be very careful.
Thank you, Mr. Shale. All right. Now, these people out here, they want more stuff. All right. So we're going to give away 4 more door prizes. Okay. Can you tell everybody thank you for coming tonight?
Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for coming tonight.
Yay. All right. Now, okay, close your eyes, and each one of you reach in there and pick out 2. Close your eyes and pick out 2. Here, I'm closing my eyes. Okay. Ooh, this one even has a name on it. All right. This one looks like 113R Runner. Is that Miss Runner? All right. And 245. 245. Who's that? All right, congratulations, 245. And
512.
512, all right. And
208.
208. All right, good job. Give him a big hand. All right. Where's Kevin Johns? Did Kevin Johns leave the room? Would anybody like to pay $100 for me to wheel him around in a wheelbarrow? Got one. All right. Woo! Yes, sir. All right. I don't know what number that is. Okay, somebody find Kevin Johns. Where'd he go? In the little one. That costs a little bit more. All right. Girls, you can step on down with me. Let's give Aya and Lucy a big hand, please. You can leave that right there. It's okay.
Well, again, we want to thank you all for coming. We're not quite done, but we do have a couple things we want to just make sure that you guys are aware of. So as you keep bidding on those silent items, most of those pickup is tomorrow. Okay, so that is between 10 a.m. and noon, and you're going to come over by the band room, and we will have a whole team that's just going to come to your car, and the checkout process will be real easy for you guys. It's really helpful if you, at all possible, can come get your items for us tomorrow, because otherwise, he still doesn't get an office. So it's really helpful if you guys can do that. And then tonight, you're going to get a link after everything is finalized that'll allow you to check out. You can do that right on your phone, or you can come, like we said, and bring the check or cash tomorrow, or you can even do it on your phone tomorrow if you would like to round up. So that's still an option for you guys. And that's all that I have.
Ooh, that was a lot of fun, guys. It is kind of exhausting, too. So tonight, as you guys walk through the gym, we were blessed, really, and humbled to have over 350 silent auction items tonight from over 270 donors. It might seem obvious, but the Eagle Auction would not happen at all without generous donors. Many of these folks give to FCS year after year, even with rising cost and lower profits on their own part. So we're very thankful for them. Some of our donors are actually you guys just sitting right here, like the teacher projects or other things that you've donated from your business. And so you're paying tuition and that you're still sacrificially giving to the Eagle Auction. So thank you to everybody that donated tonight. If you didn't happen to win something, or if you didn't win what you want, if you recognize a name of one of the donors and you're at their place of business, maybe you're using your gift card that you got here tonight, please tell them thank you. I think it's such a good thing to tell people thank you, and I don't want us to get out of that habit to realize that so many people have given. So when you go out there in the community, just say thank you for donating to Faith Christian School. Otherwise we would not be able to do what we do without them. So thank you.
Like Teresa said, we are very fortunate to have hundreds of auction items for the silent auction. And I know you've been tracking along with your phone, so I want to make sure that you know we've got, I think, maybe 11 more minutes or so in the silent auction. So the silent auction will close at 9 p.m., so about 10, 11 minutes from now. So you can kind of get the last bids in. You can set a max bid if you want to make sure that you're not going to be outbid on that one or two items you're really looking for. There also are a few teacher wish list items that are left. A lot of them have been taken care of, but there are still a few teacher wish list items on the board. So you can find those by clicking the teacher wish list button on your phone. And then finally, when I just checked a couple minutes ago, our total kind of running total of the proceeds so far are about $95,000. So that is amazing. Thank you very much. Your generous bidding and in the live auction, silent auction, and donating. So we are very, very close to reaching our goal. So your final bids can go in the next 10 minutes. Again, if you, Mr. Lambeth is keeping his word. They're doing laps. The final bidding, again, you got about 10 minutes left. That donate button on the home page, if you would like to give in addition to what you've been bidding, you are welcome to do that. But we are very, very thankful for you being here. So we'll let you stay. You are welcome to kind of stick around and do your last minute bidding. Make sure you can get everything that you're hoping for. But the silent auction will close in about 10 minutes from now. So thank you all very, very much for coming. I hope you had a good evening here. Thank you for supporting our school.